Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in a building, baby. We're going to the top. We're going to bring others with us. So please become a part of Notification Squad. Peep Squad, hit that notification bell, baby. Know each and every time I drop a video and you tell me what's on your mind. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Black Ink Crew Chicago Season 6, Episode 8. Yes, it is going down, baby. Ryan is out here, claiming he is the gigolo. He's out here claiming he's a gigolo. He said, I got 4 under my belt. Miss Kitty, Danielle, and Kat, and Ezra. Like, damn, Ryan, you doing the damn thing and you bragging about it on national TV. So this can only not end well for Miss Kitty and Ryan relationship. So we'll see what happens with this situation. But Ryan's out here. He's in Mickey Mac Daddy. He's macking out here. He was like, I did good for myself. Look at the women I got on my plate. I was like, damn, Ryan, you out here boasting and bragging that all the women that you have conquered was in the same building at the same damn time. Ryan was like, I know how to handle myself. I was like, Ryan, you are doing way too much, baby. He is out here getting his and they giving it up to as well. But, you know, if he's a single man, he can do what he want to do. But I believe he was with Rachel when he was out there with Miss Kitty. So it is what it is with that situation. But Ryan is out here swanging and dangling. His stick is always getting wet. And he is admiring his choice of women and the women he has picked, baby. He was like, I got all 20s and dimes on my list. So let's see if Ryan's going to add Jess to his list. Is Jess going to be added to that list? Because Jess looks like she wants Horse and Ryan. She looks like she wants Ryan. And it also seems like, you know, she wants Charmaine to be close to her. Very close to her. Because at first she did not like Ryan at all. Then all of a sudden when Charmaine got cool with Ryan again, she got cool. So maybe Jess might just come around, but it seems like she wants some of that Ryan. And can you blame her? She wants Mr. Ryan, baby. And poor thing Prince. The criminal justice system is not fair at all. They had a legal search on Prince, and now he can end up doing, you know, 3 to 14 years on top of that. And then at the same damn time, you know, he's getting his life together, and it was a illegal search. The lawyer believes it, and everything that happened, you know, goes down to it being a illegal search. But since the judge said it's not, then, you know, now he got to face time and do time. Like, that is a bad situation for real. But we send prayers to you, Prince. Oh my goodness, I wish you had money to get a second attorney just to get a double opinion. Because, babe, hey, if they're trying to drop the charges or give you least amount of charges, the less offense that you took, the less felonies, because they don't have all the evidence, because it was an illegal search, all that should have got thrown out for real, but it didn't. So it is what it is. So let's get to it, baby. So we got Ryan and Miss Kitty. They in the building together. They getting some alligator. I ain't never had no alligator. I ain't never tried no alligator, but it is what it is. So I was like, alligator? Nope, never take no pop boy, no big boy, none of that stuff. So they got the alligator meat, and Ryan is all happy. He is happy and ecstatic to be with Miss Kitty. He was happy to snatch her up from the funeral and take her out to get something to eat, and he's giving her a strong drink, baby. He is so excited to see her. It's like, damn, he's happy. He was feeling a certain type of way. He was like, yes, she's here. I'm trying to spend some time with Miss Kitty. Yes, he is. He's trying to see what's good with Miss Kitty. He's trying to reel her in. He's trying to see what's up with that. Can he get some of that good? Because he got some of it before and he wants some. Why not get him some while he's down there in Atlanta? But the situation is, Kitty had a problem with C's not claiming her, not wanting to be in a relationship, and he was out here doing his thing. I hope they had some type of talking. They have some type of understanding, so Miss Kitty won't be all upset and she won't get played again, because Ryan likes to dip the stick. He don't got as much women as Teddy has under his belt, because Teddy's been on Black Ink Crew New York for a long time, but Ryan is catching up, baby. He is catching up to the situation. And basically he's asking Kitty, what's going on? Why do your people and your friends down here in New York don't mess with you? Like, what's going on? Yeah, because they feel like, you know, she betrayed the shop because she was with C's, and allegedly she slept with Ryan, but it ain't no allegedly no more. So you got this situation and it's going downhill. And so you know what, she got fired, so she's back in Chicago, and she lets Ryan know that Charmaine asked her to come through and work at the shop and give her a helping hand, and Miss Kitty understands, and she's thinking about taking the situation. Ryan was like, girl, you better take it. If you got friends down here in Chicago, I would like to see you in Chicago, girl. Ryan was like, it was almost seeming like Ryan was about to offer her to be at his shop, but you know, Rachel's right around the corner. Ryan was like, you should definitely make that stay. You should definitely come through. You should definitely stay here. You should definitely be here for real, for real. I was like, Ryan wants Miss Kitty around all the time, so it ain't just the booty call, ain't just a pretty face. He wants her around, but he better treat her right, because he'll end up like C's, being jealous and firing her and talking all types of crap about her online. So Ryan wants her to come through, and Ryan was like, if you ain't with C's, and Miss Kitty was like, I'm not with C's. I'm not dating him. I'm not his girl. Ryan was like, well, if he's not your man, then why is he upset? Why is he mad? He shouldn't be mad if you ain't his girl. And I'm his friend. I'm cool with C's. So if you're not his girl, he shouldn't have a problem with me being your friend. I was like, yeah. Hey, Phil, what's up? How you doing? She should stop home, and then, oh, Lord. You've been on one, Phil. So we have that situation. So we gonna see. Yo, so Phil, you caught me off guard with that one. Lord have mercy. I was like, yo, caught me off guard, Phil. So Ryan is like, yo, you better come through. I want to see you, baby. And he was like, basically, you know, if they don't mess with you in New York, we mess with you here in Chicago. And then Miss Kit, she went on a little rant. Miss Kit went on like a rant, like, you know, she was like, I don't ever want to go back to Black Ink. I don't want to be at 113. Have you seen 113? 113 is bogus. It's little, it's small, it's dingy. You know, basically she was just dissing the shop. Girl, you was there for 3 years, honey bun. You was there, you was in there rocking and rolling. You was in there fighting too. And didn't you just try to fight the new girl that was trying to come and take your position, Miss Kitty? I don't know, but you know what? Her friends turned on her, you know, so it is what it is. So basically her memory and her experience with Black Ink now is going to be ever tarnished, and she ain't gonna be rocking with them, and she ain't gonna be feeling them at all, because, you know, Sky and her close friend, what's her name? Tati, I can't stand her. Tati and Young Bay, and all of them turned on her. So she's basically, she don't ever want to go back to New York, and she ain't going back to New York. So right now her name is on basically as a recurrent cast member of Black Ink Crew Chicago, so she might not be going back, but it is a good move for Black Ink Chicago to have Miss Kitty there too as well. Too bad it's going to start off with beef, because, you know, she's bringing more life to the show, in my opinion, because, you know, we're barely getting to know the new people. They're barely getting any scenes and stuff like that, so we got to start all over with that. And then on top of that, Ryan ain't even showing his shop. He's not even introducing us to his tattoo orders at all. He's just basically chilling over there with Charmaine people. So we're gonna see, because last season I had to stop watching the show. It was way too much going on. So it's gonna be what it's gonna be with this situation. So Ryan is happy that Miss Kitty's coming through, and she's happy that she's gonna be here. She's feeling Ryan, and Ryan is feeling her. You can tell that they got that sexual attraction going on. She's giving him them googly eyes. She's giving him that eyes that, boy, I want you, I got you, I'm gonna keep you, and you are under my spell. That is the look that Miss Kitty is giving Ryan, and Ryan is like, I'm here, I'm willing to be a participating whatever you want me to do. Ryan is like, I want that. Yeah, baby, come through. Live in Chicago, stay in Chicago. I got my own spot now. Come through. So we have that situation, and then we also have Prince basically getting his life together, but he got to go to his lawyer's office and find out these bogus charges, that they're trumping up the charges, and basically they had an illegal search, and they're going to offer him some years, and he's just basically getting his life back together, getting with his girl, his child's mother, and trying to have a family and do right. And that's going to mess up the whole dynamic once you get your foot in the door. And he's so happy with the opportunity that Charmaine or Jess gave him, that, you know, he's feeling a certain type of way that he's gonna have to go see the lawyer. But Fly seems like he's being a big brother to him. Ryan is a tweaker and only wants to F and dishes her after. You know, he don't already got it, so I don't know how long it's gonna last before he hit up Jess. He might hit up Jess get him some of the Jess, because he said he liked what he seen. He said the London bridges or the London something, he liked it. So we gonna see what's gonna go on with that situation. So this situation with, you know, Four and Don was like a crazy kind of situation. I know that the mother, you know, that's claiming that Four is her daughter's father, I know she comes off as very ignorant, and the way that, you know, she's putting herself out here on TV, but maybe it's going to help somebody else to stand up and say, hey, you the daddy, hey, I want to find out who my father is, because there's a lot of people that don't know who their father is and never met their father before. But just the way that she told the story about her and Four hooking up, you know, next in a closet with trash bags and trash and stuff like that, and then bringing a girl on TV. So, you know, her daughter, you know, she's a good young lady. She's going to school to be an attorney. She's about to graduate, you know, high school. So I hope she's not getting picked on and made fun of. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know there's clout all out here, but it's gonna, if he turns out not to be the father, it's gonna be a situation. But it was wrong how they set up the mother and the daughter to sit here in a restaurant with the cameras rolling to do a DNA test, like, you know, like they're scum, you know, like they just picked them off the street or whatever. So that was disrespectful. And the way that, you know, Don carried himself, he was rude, at basically saying she's on some bull crap, she's on some bull things. And I understand where he's coming from, because he has faced a situation before and he just doesn't understand why she waited 17 years, especially they live in the same freaking city. I don't know why she waited 17 years either, but it is what it is. We don't know why people do the things that they do, because if we did, there would be no psychiatrists, there would be no counselors and social workers, and, you know, people wouldn't be seeking out, you know, religion and, you know, all types of meditation and things like that, because, you know, the mind is you know, it's hard to understand why people do the things they do. Sometimes you can figure it out just by how they was raised in an environment they grew up in. But anyways, Don was wrong. He was dead up wrong. He was disrespectful. He wouldn't want nobody to talk to his sister like that, or any woman that he respects and he put on a pedestal, because he should figure out there's something going on with the situation. We're going to get the DNA test done regardless. I got the swab stick here. You know, we can conversate, we can eat, and basically say, we brought you here, you know, we don't want to make you feel uncomfortable, but if you can take a DNA test so we can find out if he's the father, so we can move forward and basically, you know, build a relationship or a better relationship. He could have been more respectful about it. And then on the second hand, the mother should have just, you know, dead up just was like, yo, I don't want you to meet my daughter yet, because you might not be her father. We have to get this test done. So therefore, you know, I'll get the swab sticks, or we can swab together, or so, or they meet at the doctor's office. You know, she goes in and then Four goes in, or something like that, basically before they even built a relationship. But it was nice to see that Four really wanted to be a part of this young lady's life, and he really respects her and he wishes her the best, and he understands what she's going through, not knowing who her father is and not having a father. So he wants to be there for her. So if she's not his child or not, maybe he can keep a relationship with her and support her and just be, you know, a good friend to her too as well, a mentor or something like that. But Mama's not hear it. Mama was like, I don't know why you come here with this bullshit. How you gonna just ask me in the middle of a restaurant with these people here? We could have did this at home. We didn't have to come here to. Basically, she feels like she was ambushed and the whole 9 yards, and she ain't feeling the situation. And she was like, you ain't gonna be treating me like trash, because, you know, Don came off nasty. That he should have just let his brother talk and you know, put the swabs on the test, or they could have went outside and swabbed. There's people around, people coming in or whatever. The mother was like, I'm pissed about this situation. She's feeling disrespected. Then we have, you know, Don, he got the swab stick, was like, put this in your mouth, and it was just like, it was very abrasive and it was aggressive. And then he was also down on him at the same time, chastising him, especially with the daughter there. And this is what Ford was saying, it's not the daughter's fault, you know what I mean? So she really thinks that this is her father, and she's like, yo, let's take the test. The mother was like, no, they ain't gonna be disrespecting us like that. We ain't come up in here for that shit. But they came back. So it is what it is with that situation. So Mama was like, F this shit, I'm getting out of here, because you ain't gonna be treating me like this and dogging me out like that. I didn't come here for this. But lady, you should have been got that test done way before. Once you reached out to Four and he said he was down, y'all should have got that test done. Should have met up at somebody's house somewhere else and got the test done or whatever. But it is what it is. Now relationships are kind of built, and it seems like the daughter is genuinely wanting to have a father, and she genuinely wants Ford to be her father. So they leave. Mama's cussing out production, talking about this is wrong, this is disrespectful, and how, you know, Don is coming at her, and he was very disrespectful. But You already know it's some ghetto shit. So she came back in, she took the test. Don is still being an asshole, but he's trying to protect his brother because they've been down this road before. And they could have mentioned that too as well. And so she hugged, Ford got get up to hug her, but baby, daughter was like, Mom, won't we just sit? Daughter was like, Mom, won't we just sit down and just take the test or whatever, because we're gonna look stupid. Let's prove to him that you are that he is my father. Mother was like, shut up and be quiet and stay in a child's place. I was like, Lord have mercy. The daughter was like, let's do this. Like, and then daughter was like, when they had to come back inside to take the test, she was like, now we're gonna be looking stupid. So if this is not true, this little girl is going to lose a lot of faith and a lot of respect for her mother. It's going to be what it's going to be with the situation. So we got Jess. She's being a little negative. She don't really like Kitty. She don't really want Kitty to come to the shop, and she's trying to question the people and talking about, well, I don't know about Miss Kitty. So she's not really feeling Miss Kitty. They're talking about, they're going to be going out and hanging out. Oh, is Miss Kitty coming? Oh, yes, because Ryan's going. Like, girl, why are you even worried about Kitty or Ryan? Like, you got your shop you running. Like, what's going on? You already know the scoop with Ryan. You from London. You trying to do the damn thing, get your shop off the streets, get it off the ground and the whole 9 yards, and bring it up in Brandon. So why are you worried about who is Ryan with, and if he likes Kitty, if they like each other? So she's talking to her staff. She's talking to Plug and Draya, and basically they want to know what's going on with the Ryan situation, Miss Kitty, because they all see that Jess got a little thing from Mr. Ryan too as well. Draya will get up on top of that, but her boss already wants Ryan. So already you see that Jess, she got her breasts hanging out and everything else like that, because she's here for it. They're sitting there, they're drinking Henny straight, baby. I mean, they're drinking Henny straight. They're about to go out and party, but Charmaine is not going out to party, and Miss Kitty doesn't really want to go out. Ryan really doesn't want to go out, because you know what? They want to do each other and they want to hang with each other. That's what they want to do, baby. For real, for real. Guys, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. So Miss Kitty sitting there. Miss Kitty got a little attitude too as well, because another woman already knows when another woman wants her man, or if this woman is attracted to her man, because she gives off that vibe. And if you have intuition, you know when somebody want to give their kitty cat to your man. And I don't know if he's her man, but Ryan is community property, baby, in my opinion. And so Charmaine shows up to the house that Ryan rented for her crew and himself too as well. And she's not going to go on party with the people, because she's going to go home and support her father. I've been learning there's a lot of people that after they have death, especially if it's a mother or a father, or someone really close in their immediate family, they won't go out and party for like a year, some like 2 years. I was like, okay, a lot of people do a lot of things differently, but kudos. Charmaine is happy. She shows up. She's happy to see the support there, but she ain't happy enough to leave and go out and party with them. She's going back to the crib and be there with her father, and she's going to decide to stay down in Louisiana for a little bit. And we already got Jess being, talking about, Miss Kitty. She feels like it's cold in here. She feels like it's a movie theater. What's up with her? Like, if she didn't want to go out, she shouldn't go out. Like, boring party pooper. Like, she's basically already complaining about the girl. Why would you care about her feelings? You there to party with your team. She's just an add-on and an extra. She might be coming to the shop, so be cool. But right now Miss Kitty, her back is up against the wall. She's feeling a certain type of way, because she got kicked and tossed out of New York, and they dogged her out there, and she got trust issues right now because the people that she was rocking with and rolling with, Donna, Young Bass, and Tati, they switched up on her, turned against her, then went to blogs and talked about her. And then, she thought she had a relationship with Caesar. Caesar respected her in some type of way. Caesar kicked her to the curb, threw her out like it was nobody's business. Kitty Press just saying, hey, Brian, how you doing? Kitty's it seems like that situation was so traumatic in New York that she's just basically coming on at the head honcho, and she should relax a little bit and take it easy. But it just seems like, she's already on 100 for some reason. And then on top of that, she got a woman over here showing her breast and everything to her man, you know what I mean? Or her, her sex partner or whatever Ryan is to Miss Kitty. She's showing her breast. She's all up in his face, showing him twice, touching on his muscles. I mean, like, she's all up in there. She is drunk as a skunk. She's with the young kids. I thought you're supposed to be watching out for the young kids, but she's drunk as a skunk. Plug didn't let the alcohol get him this time, because he said he had a battle with alcohol, and alcohol won, a couple couple of weeks ago, not this time. So Kitty is feeling a certain type of way, and she's ready to go because Jess is all up on Ryan. She's all up in his face. She's like, Ryan, come and get this. Come and get me, baby. Come and save me from Charmaine's shop. I was like, Lord have mercy. She deserves some of that, though. She wants it, baby. She wants it. She wants that Ryan for real, for real. She's all, and alcohol brings out what you already want. She was already feeling Ryan because she was sitting out having conversations with him too as well, looking up into his eyes like she's a damsel in distress and everything else like that, giving him them eyes like, baby, come and get it. She got that Hennessy in her system, and you know, the juices started flowing, and she started to tell Ryan, take me as I am. Take me right now, baby. Look at these boobies. I was like, Jess. Then next morning, she don't remember nothing. Her brain is gone. She don't remember nothing. But one thing she do remember is she don't like Kitty, and she can't stand Kitty. They didn't bring up that she was showing her breasts in the whole night. She was all up on Ryan. They didn't bring that up in this episode, or they just cut it out. But basically, she's talking to her staff, and she's not really feeling Miss Kitty because Miss Kitty's acting like she's above them. She's better than them, and all this other stuff. And so she's feeling a certain type of way, and she don't think it's gonna really work out if Kitty comes down there to work at the shop. She gonna need to talk to Charmaine about the situation, and she got her people co-signing her feelings, and Kitty was like, OMG, that Jess was just too much. She was just too much. She was too out of it. She's supposed to be a manager. She's supposed to be looking out for this stuff, a business partner. She's out there showing her breasts, getting drunk like that. I was like, girl, Miss Kitty, you done seen worse at Black Ink Crew. You done seen sex. You done seen them butt naked. But I guess Kitty is not here for the F. She is here to get things right and get things straight. And she's going to handle business. And so we have Jess. She's just basically daydreaming about Ryan. Where's Ryan? He ain't here. Plug was like, he didn't sleep here tonight. Plug is just, itching for the situation to get there because, he's throwing powder and basically said, Ryan ain't here. I don't know where he went. And, Jess is feeling a certain type of way. Where is Ryan? They all know that Ryan is with Miss Kitty. Come on, let's get it straight, Jess. So you want second best? I was like, Ryan must got it. Because now we have Draya. She's like, I don't like Miss Kitty. I can't stand her because I was trying to give her a hug. And she kind of pushed me away. She gave me a half-ass hug. I was like, girl, you was touching her hair. As a Black woman, you already know people don't supposed to touch your hair or move or switch whatever you got going on in your head. You asked for the hug. She don't know who you are, but I feel you. She could have just hugged you because you were part of Charmaine's team and you was at Charmaine's mother's funeral, so therefore you mean something to Charmaine. She could have hugged you, but the way that you was hugging her, you was patting her hair like a dog, and you was moving her weave around and stuff like that, and you was moving her hair out her face. Ain't no woman want no other woman touching their hair unless they're a hair dryer, a hairstylist, you know what I'm saying, a hairstylist, or it's your man and he's pushing it back because he's about to break that back. So we'll see what happens with. Hey, Dimples47, how you doing? Miss Kitty wants Ryan. I don't think that's a good look. Ryan's going to use Miss Kitty the same way Caesar did. That's how I'm feeling about the situation. For real, for real. That's what it looks like. Dimples47. That's exactly what it looks like, in my opinion. Ryan walks through. It really feels like that, Miss Dimple, straight up and down. It does. They're gonna make a buck because Miss Kitty does have fans. She does have people that support her, that's gonna rock with her, and I seen it. I think Miss Kitty's working with Charmaine is a good look. It is a good look, and I think that Jess might be a little bit jealous, or she might think that her place might not be secure because we find out that she don't own shit when it comes to the shop or whatever. That's what Charmaine said. And Charmaine says she brought and purchased that shop herself. It's in her name, and that is that. So we'll see. And so Ryan walks in. He's getting questioned. He's getting a third degree. Where were you? Who were you with? Did you continue partying on? Did you continue having a good time? And he's like, yes, I did. Yes, I did. But they're not even mentioned Miss Kitty. She walked away and she left them standing there from New Orleans. She left Charmaine's crew, because once she saw Jess showing her breast, she done bounced. She left. She was upset. She was like, I ain't here for this shit. I don't want to get mad. And then basically the way that she was talking to Ryan is the same way she used to talk to C's, and Ryan was following her like a lap like a lap dog or whatever. But you already know he's only lapping for a little while, and he gonna start sniffing somewhere else, because Ryan likes to sniff and he likes to smell, baby. So it is what it is with that situation. So Ryan was like, I don't know why they giving me the 3rd degree. Ryan was like, I was just chilling. I went to the casino. I was hanging out. Where was you at? He was like, I don't even know where I was. So that should tell you right there, Jess, you come second now, but you might be first. And she's asking him questions like he's concerned. Then Ryan yells and screams and says, whores. I don't know why Ryan just yelled and screamed whores. Like, I don't, Ryan is getting the punani. He is getting it. So Miss Kitty, she meets up with Charmaine, and with this situation going down, Charmaine is like, I need you to have my back. I need your support. And then Miss Kitty also understands, because she said she was out of commission when her mother passed, and she just couldn't do nothing. And even though, you lose your mother, you lose your father, you lose somebody that's so close to you, the world keeps ticking, the world keeps moving, and it don't stop for you. So if you don't pay your bills, if you don't go to work, if you don't handle what you're supposed to handle, it's gonna fall apart. Ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for you. And that's the thing. That's how life goes. That's how life moves. So with this situation, Miss Kitty was like, so I understand. I got your back. I'll be there. I'll be your front. I'll be your back. I'll be your side. I'll be everything to you, baby. And Charmaine was like, thank you. I need so much help. I need you to check on the shop, make sure this and that. I don't know how the shop run, how's everything going. I was like, Charmaine, before your mother passed, R.I.P. Miss Glenda, you was happy with your employees. You was satisfied with them. You and Jess was satisfied with your employees. So basically right now, Charmaine is giving, Miss Kitty the go ahead to run the shop, be the manager, do what you need to do, hire, fire. I need to put projects together, make sure everything is running correctly and smoothly, have my back, be me while I'm not there. And Miss Kitty was like, hell yeah, baby. Miss Kitty is securing the bag. And then we have Ryan. He's on the phone with Don, and he's basically bragging about he done had sex with the 4 women. They were all here in Louisiana. He's talking about he had sex with Miss Kitty. To Don, he said he had sex with Azurel, and Azurel, she was basically saying that she was pregnant by Ryan at one point in time. And then you have Kat. Kat was there at Charmaine's mother's funeral, and he said, I had sex with her. He didn't say I had sex, but he said I got her. And then he said Danielle. So Ryan had already knocked down 4 of them, and he's gonna continue to go. And Ryan was talking about he's surprised. He was like, he can handle any situation. And Don was like, oh man, how did you do that? Ryan was all like, yo, listen, man, my plate is good. Like, I can adapt to any situation. They were all there, man. And he was just like basically bragging that he took down all 4 of these ladies, and he gored them. And they're sitting in the room being cordial. Hey, Tony, what's up? How you doing, baby? I know. Working with Charmaine was going to be a good thing, Miss Dimples 47. But we're going to see. We're going to see. Because the other people in the shop ain't going to be feeling her like that. Ain't going to be feeling Miss Kitty. So Ryan is sitting here just bragging that he done had 4 ladies. He took them down. He goes, my life is so good. Don is like, yo, it's like the movie The Ghost of Past. And Don is like, yo, you're a real player. I was like, damn, he's sitting out here putting all their business out there in the street. But, Miss Kat already put her business out there. Danielle already put her business out there. He's just confirming it. Israel, she put the business out there already, and he's just confirming it again. And he's confirming that he didn't had sex with Miss Kitty too as well. And the producer was like, what did you feel when you saw all of them? He was like, I had lived a good life. I got a good plate. Basically, I picked a good woman. Ryan and Kitty should not get together. After this episode, you think like that, because it just seems like, ain't nothing good gonna come from I'm glad you good, Tony. Ain't nothing good gonna come from the situation, baby. For real, it just seems like, he gonna end up doing Miss Kitty, just like, you said, Dimples, just like everybody else is saying, like Caesar did, and she gonna be out the business, and, and then people are going to, diminish who she is as a person because of the guys that she picked and try to blame her, It's not good messing with guys that are friends that don't know each other, because at the end of the day, when they dog you out, they end up bragging about it. So it's just good to, move to the other side of town and find somebody different, for real, for real. See, that's why it's not a good good luck, because Ryan is bragging about it. Can't trust them cute guys. I know. He's out here bragging that he took them down. He's smiling, he's grinning, and he know he done lied to Rachel about all this situation, but he's bragging now. He got Rachel a good spot, and it is what it is. And they even show Ezra and Miss Kitty together, and then they show Kat right there, and I don't know where Danielle is at. So he got 3 in a row. He's looking at them like, damn, that's just insane. And Ryan don't care. That's like, damn, we all done slept with this man. We don't all gave him the kitty cat, and they got Kat's there, Ezra there, Miss Kitty's right behind, and Danielle got to be somewhere else, and he's just like feeling like he's the player. He's feeling like he done did it. Well, he did do the damn thing, because there ain't no ugly woman, there ain't no broke ladies, but Israel was out here doing some things, and he's laughing about it. He's laughing, I got it. I got it like that, baby. And so Miss Kit, she meets up with the crew, for the last day, and it's Plug and Draya and Jess, and Ryan is there too as well. And he's sitting right next to Miss Kitty, but then Miss Kitty was like, oh, I'm coming to the shop. I just talked to Charmaine. I'm going to be like the manager. I'm going to be running things. I'm going to be doing this and that. Whoever should stay, who should go. And then Draya was like, that makes me feel a certain type of way. I have to be on my tippy toes. Miss Kitty said, well, you don't got to be on your tippy toes if you're always doing what you're supposed to do. I was like, damn. Yes, Miss Kitty is classy, but when you start sleeping around, your reputation gets ruined. Yep. And Ryan's out here already bragging about it. but she's denouncing C. She's denounced C's on the show. I'm his girl. Lord have mercy. You was out here trying to beat him up, and that you were trying to beat C's up in that escalator and that Uber XL. You was trying to knock C's out, baby. So, and they're not feeling it. Jess is upset. Jess is like, yo, what are you talking about? I'm the manager over here at Black Ink Chicago, or Second Ink. I'm the ink manager and shit like that. Like, so basically she was like, this is my crew, my team. And Miss Kitty was like, oh, that's not what I was told. I was told to come in here and make some changes and making sure everything's efficient. It would be nice if Charmaine would have texted the whole crew and let them know that Miss Kitty's going to be coming on the board. She's going to be doing some things. She's going to just treat her just look as her being there as me being there. She's gonna I can't come back to Chicago right now, so just please let Miss Kit fill in for me. And then basically like that. But and also Miss Kitty was upset when she was talking to Charmaine, basically telling Charmaine that Jess had her titties all out and she ain't really got much of it. So, so now they're going back and forth in their confessionals. So Jess and Miss Kitty ain't going to get along. So that's going to be hard for her too as well to maneuver around that situation. So, and then on top of that, Jess has, the crew. So far she has Plug and she has, Draya to have her back, but it's going to be what it's going to be with that situation. Ryan and C's are the same. Use women, then disrespect them. Like tonight, I'm like, damn, he just threw it out there and he was just smiling. He wanted us to know, and I wanted to know. And I feel so bad for this young man. Like, he's going through some things right now, so hopefully things work out. He get a second attorney. Somebody calls up the criminal justice system. Something happens where his attorney can do something, because he's going to be behind bars for 2 years for defacing a firearm or whatever. But this search was illegal, and the judge is letting the officers get away with it, because if there isn't an illegal search, everything they find from the search gets thrown out. Same thing that happened with R. Kelly when they searched R. Kelly's Florida residence, and it was allegedly illegal search, and all the videotapes of R. Kelly, they had to return everything back to him. And then, but R. Kelly had money at that time. So this young man, and the judge knows that there was a illegal search. So that's why they're dropping the charges down and only going to charge him with the less felonies, the felony 3, because in all actuality, if the search was legal, it would have been a 3 to 14 year sentence. He would have been facing 3 to 14, 3 to 7, and 2 to 5. So it's a messed up situation, because he probably don't have the right legal representation, and maybe his lawyer is not connected with the judge, because when you get a lawyer, you always got to make sure they're connected to the right people. Hey Levon, how you doing? Hi, good evening, baby. What's going on with you? I am glad that Charmaine got her own business. Yeah, Charmaine bossed up. Charmaine did the damn thing. And I'm really coming around to really liking Ford again. Ford's doing good, and I'm liking the way he's carrying his stuff, because I really did not like the way that they treated Charmaine. So that's why I stopped watching last season. But Don, the way he treated that woman, even though that woman is not, in front of, treating that mother and that daughter like that, especially the way you treat the mother, you do it in front of the daughter. You wouldn't want nobody to disrespect your wife in front of your children. So you should abide by that. And so I'm still glad Charmaine hasn't fully forgave, Don yet, but Ford seems really genuine now too as well. But when looking back at it, Ford was going through a lot of mental issues, and he was very unstable. So that could have been the reason why he thought it was okay for Lily to treat Charmaine and do her that way. Hey, LB, how you, crazy LB, how you doing? Sure. I am glad that Miss Kitty is going to Chicago and work with Charmaine. I'm glad too, but it seems like she's going to be running into some shit when it comes to Jess, because Jess wants Ryan, and then Jess wants, to be Charmaine number one. And right now, because it seems like, Jess didn't like Ryan, and all of a sudden now she likes Ryan because Charmaine is back cool with him, and now she's coming on to him too as well. But it seems like she's not feeling Miss Kitty. I think she feels like Miss Kitty's a threat, that she could be replacing her, but it seems like, what Charmaine said, that, Jess doesn't have any financial part or any legal standing and Second Ink. So therefore, she's just planted there by the network. And then, her job could be to go back and forth with Miss Kitty. That could be her job. Ford has proven his behavior. Yeah. He has improving his behavior. He has. Like, I give that to him. I'm going to give that to him. Ford has really done a whole lot, and you can really see the matureness that is going on, and he's more humble, and he's a lot more stable. But he also seemed a little sad, but he also seems focused too as well. But Don is an ignorant son of a bitch. He's ignorant. Miss Kitty came on strong she came on strong. She could have been more friendly, because she's introducing herself. She's coming into their place of business, even though she was asked by the big boss, which is Charmaine. Sometimes you catch more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. Sometimes just being a little bit nice and a little bit kind to people will help you. But I just think that Miss Kitty, coming off from Black Ink Crew, then she saw them getting drunk and everything, she just thinks it's going to be a same type of situation from Black Ink Crew New York. And she has recently been betrayed. She lost her mother, so she's going through a lot of things too as well. And right now Ryan could be filling that void, but he's also going to possibly break that void in half and make her feel even worse, because Ryan said he liked Jessica's tatas. So that's just that situation. Thank you guys for coming through. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We're going to the top, baby. We're going to bring others with us. So please become a part of Notification Squad. Peep Squad, hit that notification bell, baby. Know each and every time I drop a video. I had so much fun with y'all. Tony, how's your grandparents, and how was school? How's everything going with you? Levon, it's good to see you, baby. Dimples, is always good to see you too as well. Phil, is always good to see you. Phil been cutting up today, baby. Phil been on the internet cutting up. I've been cutting up too, so you already know. So it's good to see y'all. I hope everything is all right with y'all and everything is good, baby, because it's already Thursday. We're about to be here on Friday. It's about to be Friday. Peep Squad is in the building. Thank you, Levon. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Crazy LB. Appreciate that so much. Thank you guys for coming through. We just got to keep it flowing, baby. Keep it going. I says Miss Kitty came in like that because she came in the other Black Ink Crew nice and hard. and she had to fight Sky. She had to fight Sky. You know, Donna was coming at her for one point in time. You know, she was fighting everybody. Nobody didn't like her. They thought that she was bougie. She just carried herself a different way. They're down to earth. She tries to be more classy. She tries to be more, you know, basically carry herself with authority and respect. And also, you know, there's just certain ways you don't behave in public, and that's what she's trying to exude, because, you know, she was raised with her mother and father and raised differently. And, you know, and she was raised with that type of values, because Charmaine was raised with her mother and her father, and she liked to twerk it all day. Twerk it all day, baby. So I totally get you with that. And, you know, she didn't want to come in as a punk. She's going to come in strong. And you don't even know, Ryan probably told her to come in strong, come in like this. Because Ryan was sitting there with the hoodie on, the sunglasses on, sitting next to Miss Kitty at the table. Like, tell him. But Ryan should have said, you know what? You might want to be nice to them, because you're going to be working with them. And she wasn't mean. She was just very direct. You know, so you don't get anything crossed, because that's been a problem in the past, you know, with Ryan managing, with C's managing, and running their shops, where they get the lines crossed with their friends and not employee and boss, you know. So I definitely get what you saying, baby. I understand, for real, for real. So we gonna see. Yes, Miss Kitty came in here all nice and sweet. She got in a fight with Dorches. You know what I'm saying? Miss Kitty goes to the top. So we gonna see what happened with this situation. We're gonna see what's gonna happen with this situation, but ain't nothing good gonna come from Miss Kitty and Ryan, because Ryan is still bragging, and he's still knocking them down. He's still counting who's the baddest, and he's still bragging about it on TV and to his friends too as well, because, you know, when a man talks about another woman, his sex and stuff like that, you know, he don't value her that much, because most men, if they got that good cootie coo, they want to make sure, if they do talk about their woman cootie coo and how good it is, it'd be somebody that would never see her, not somebody that would be around, because they don't want nobody to know how good that cootie coo is. But he didn't say it was good. He was just bragging about he has been messing with, you know, 20s and dimes, baby, and he feels like he's blessed. So thank you, guys. Peace. I'm out. Much love to all my peeps and my peoples. Yes, it was 4 of them in the same damn room. I ain't never want to be in no situation like that. I ain't never been in no situation like that. Could you imagine you chilling for you? Well, Kitty ain't their friends, but they all know each other, and they chilling right in a line, and then a man walked by and he done knocked them all down with Don. It's like, yo, it is what it is. Peace. I'm out. Much love to all my peeps and my peoples.